Not too sure you can hear me because there's a generator running in the background. But it is time for another garden update since it's September. Well, it's another beautiful day on the farm. And that last clip was as far as I got before my camera refused to take any more videos. So here I am a week later trying it again, and a lot has changed. There's things in the greenhouse growing, and the greenhouse has its tarp back on. So that's a blessing. In the greenhouse, I have a little rosebud fixing to bloom. Her name is Prosperity. But the biggest thing is, in the seed trays, there's seedlings growing. There's broccoli and lettuce, cabbage, and bok choy. The little mullein plant is getting bigger and bigger. The kale is growing nice. Only 2 collards have sprouted. The mustards are thriving, and so is the Swiss chard doing really well. Still don't have any celery up, and the sweet potato vine is still taking off all over the place. So the greenhouse is growing. Let's go check out the garden. There isn't much growing in the raised beds right now. I mean, there's always the flowers and the herbs and the trees. But here in this little bed, there is the basil and the pepper plants. There was some zinnias in there and lettuce, but I guess they're not doing very well. These pepper plants are pretty lush. They're liking it really well down here. Wonder if we'll get any peppers off of them. The basil smells delicious. There is one volunteer zinnia there, blooming just quite nicely. Fall is definitely morning glory season, and the little wild morning glories are blooming where I should have roses blooming, but they're there. But then over here we have the Grandpa Ott morning glories, blooming nice and pretty. That's what happens when you get up early in the morning. You can see the morning glories. The hurricane really didn't do any damage in the garden. Kind of gave everything a northerly bend. But the worst thing that's happened here of late is the comfrey patch. Papa parked the chickens a little too close, and in they came. And they scratched it all up, pecked up the leaves, and left it a mess. Thankfully, they say once you have comfrey planted, you'll always have comfrey planted. So the root system's still there. They just have to replenish. And they were so ready for harvesting. Oh well, next time. Had to clear out this grape arbor so we could get in here and put some lemon trees out here so they could get watered. I planted some ponderosa seeds last December, and I think I got 14 plants out of it. Only problem is something keeps coming in here and digging them up. Oh me oh my oh. Guess it's a skunk. Don't know why he likes lemon trees, or maybe he likes bugs in the good old soil that they're planted in. Anyway, ponderosa lemons growing. In the west garden tunnel, things are growing really nice. The sweet potatoes are thriving. We keep them trimmed back, and it's Monday, and it's time to cut them out of the walkways again. The zinnias are really doing nice. Planted these the same time I planted the other ones. Evidently they did really well in the tunnel because they're blooming really pretty. There's the cactus kind, and then the regular kind. It's a whole row of zinnias. There's a basil plant and a tomato plant. We'll see if it does. Over on the other side, we got the green beans planted the week before the hurricane hit. And they're up and going beautifully. I guess the sweet potatoes are setting sweet potatoes because they're blooming too. This is the east tunnel. And last month when I came and opened up this door, it was a wall of weeds. Last Monday, we got to come in here and we got it all cleaned out. So now we can plant. This is not weeds. Well, there's some weeds. This is a new patch of forget-me-not flowers. They love to grow and bloom. I did manage to save one okra plant so that I could get some seeds off of it. And it looks like it's working really well. For there's a pod drying out and another one. So I should have some seeds for next year. The pumpkin patch is finished. The worms moved in and ate all the vines gone, so we harvested 15 pumpkins. So this bed is ready for fall onions. And as I was saying, it's morning glory season, and there's all kinds. Over here, we have a nice baby blue one taking over the grapes. The pumpkin vines that grew in the weeds are still green, as if the bugs couldn't find them for some reason, but they're still green and growing in there. And over in this little corner, I have some cayenne peppers growing. Putting on nice little red cayennes. It is the end of summer and weeds are starting to take over. And I just stumbled across a pumpkin. Looky there. We missed one. And the bugs haven't found it. Looks like I've got another pumpkin to harvest. Oh, I don't have anything to cut it. We'll have to come back later. But there's a pumpkin. This was the most damage we had from the hurricane in the garden. These pipes all came off. They're supposed to be level with this fencing here, but you see they're way out there. And we had to cut the tarp off, or the plastic off. So we had to get that fixed. But at least we got it all weeded. So, until next month, we'll see you later.